Teasy, Big Propaganda and Wrestling Podcast. Let's go. Big Propaganda and Wrestling Podcast. Teasy, let's get it, y'all. The propaganda, you know, we can make your girl stand up. Listen, it's propaganda now. What's the message? The Wrestling Podcast coming out of Houston, Texas. From our perspective, we tell the truth in everything we say. And if you truly don't like it, just get out our way. What's the meaning of being great? When you listen to us now, when we break it down, our music profound. If you listen to us, every single guest, if you understand, we here to impress. What's the meaning of being us? It's to tell you the truth. Every podcast now, when we bring it to you, on Spotify Live, you can download it now. If you listen to the legends, know we breaking it down. It's the propaganda and wrestling podcast, all spaz. Now listen to the greatest last when we on. It's the propaganda and wrestling podcast. We do it big. Yeah. Propaganda and wrestling podcast. We do it big.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, what up, world? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here at the Tag Champs Podcast, part of the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network. You already know my name, man. It's the Beige Bomber, the Petty Messiah, your boy, Corey Jared in the building.
And y'all already know what time it is, man. It's the Colossus of Clout. It is the one, the only. Don't watch me, watch Dynamite TV Guru Dynamite in the building. And y'all know what time it is, man. We throwing them big T's up.
Big T's, baby.
Big T's. You know what I'm saying? For my man, the one, the only, King HOKA. Let's get it.
Yeah. Big T's, baby. Yeah. Big T's. Yeah.
Man, we back.
Yeah, we back, man. It's been a while, man.
It's been a while, man.
Been a real long time, man. We back in this thing. I think it's like clobbering time, in the words of my boy CM Punk. Freaky Phil.
It's about that time. But y'all already know, man, we got to get with our very special guest. Like I said, man, he's in the building. He's going to share his story, his outlook and his direction. The next few years in the wrestling game, and believe me, it's gonna be years because we're gonna be seeing him for a long time.
A minute, baby. Hey, I'm glad he answered the call too, man. I'm real glad he answered the call.
Man, like hey, bro, we've been trying to set this up for a while.
Yeah,
set this up for a while, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't think it was gonna happen, you know.
Right. My man be busy. My man's be busy.
Be busy, man. Yeah. But let's get started, man. Man, you got your match at Road tonight. Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Match at Road tomorrow night. It's gonna be your debut match.
Yeah, it's going to be my debut match.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, out there tomorrow.
So let's get started on your journey to wrestling.
Whew. Where do you want me to start?
Man, what really got you into it? As far as your lineage. Besides your lineage. Because the lineage is just kind of like, all right, man, you could have steered another direction.
No, yeah, for sure.
So what, like, as far as like you as a person and how you perceived wrestling, how did you get into this?
Well, man, first and foremost, I've always been a fan of wrestling, growing up, always been watching it, even throughout my career playing football. But then, obviously, everything comes to an end, So when I was playing ball, I was in my last season of professional football. I was playing for the USFL, for the Blues. Shout out the Blues.
Yeah. Yes, shout out the Blues. Let's take a look.
And then that's my big bro right there, Tomasi.
Okay.
Lily, yeah. So, so it started off there. I kind of just hung it up from there. And I'm literally I went back home and I'm just sitting in the lunchroom. I'm working at Amazon. I'm sitting in the lunchroom. And I'm just like, dang, what I'm going to do. But in the weirdest way, though, at the same time, is that was the best moments of my life at the same time. I don't know how to explain it because I guess it was just me and my brothers. We were just vibing. We was just working, packing boxes and stuff. And I was just like, dang, my brother sat there and he looked at me. He's like, man, what's next for you, man? This can't be your whole life, And it kind of hit me. We were just sitting there and literally, no kidding, not even joking, literally 10, 15 minutes later, probably even a little bit longer, I get an email and a Instagram text from WWE. And they reached out to me on Instagram and asked me, if I'm, interested in having a WWE tryout. And right there and then, I was just like, holy crap, In that moment, I was like, what the heck? Like, so I showed my brother, he's like, hey, man, you can do it, So from there, I was just like debating if I was going to do it or not. And I ended up doing my first tryout for them. I believe that was in 2021.
At the Performance Center.
Yeah, at the Performance Center. I did my first tryout with them, and I actually wasn't medically cleared. So they brought me back to another tryout. And when I was medically cleared, and so I did my tryout for the second time, and they pretty much said, go to school and get better, do some shows and send it to us, and we'll get back to you. Okay. So that's kind of like what I'm doing now.
Okay, so to get to that point, how do you feel as far as, because sometimes you look at things with a different perspective, and say if you did get the call, looking at it now, do you think you would have been ready for that?
Dang, that's a great question. I'm a huge believer in like God's timing, right? So like for me, it's like, I don't want what anybody has. Number one, I don't want, if you got signed, great, that's awesome for you. It's your time, turn up. I ain't hating on nobody, but I just feel like looking back at it now, I just feel like for me, there's a lot of things that I had to go through mentally, physically, like a lot of changes had to be happening. And that was just me being honest with myself. So the answer to that was like, nah, for sure not. Because there's so much that goes into the business that, you have to learn. And there's so many other greats that come before you that did it the right way. So I feel like looking back at it now and looking at it now and what I'm doing now, no, I wouldn't want it any other way, because now I'm learning
the actual ins and outs.
In the business.
No, I totally get that. That's why I asked you that question, because a lot of people looking at it, then they be like, oh yeah, I'm ready, I could do this. But then when that step back hits you, it'd be like, nah, you know what? I probably wouldn't have did what I could do now, knowing what I know now.
Yeah.
So that's always good. I always like to ask that question, because like people that get those push and those big breaks early, and then have that fall, if they ever have that fall.
Yeah.
I always want to know, how do you feel? How do you feel in that moment? Like, do you feel like, dang, maybe I should have did this, take a step back, and then go back at it again?
Yeah. Because I feel like this right now, like what I'm doing right now is like, this is like high school, college football, right? If I'm going back to like my days of playing ball, like, there's levels to this. You're not just going to take a elementary student and throw him in college. You know what I mean? You got to go through the process. It's a process, and everybody's process is different. And I feel like where I'm at now, like in wrestling right now, like it really makes sense. Like in my mind, like then was just like, all right, cool. Like, like I got to get this, you know what I mean? I got to get this. And when I didn't get it, I was just like, dang, why at the time? But now it's like, going through what I'm going through now is like, I understand why, because there's so many things you have to understand. You know what I mean? There's so much that goes into it that, I'm still learning to this day. I'm pretty sure, legends say it all the time. They still learning to this day. Mm-hmm. So it's like one of those things, like you got to really you got to grind, bro. So that's
right. And the details is always something that you just have to pick up fundamentally.
Yeah.
So so you said you went to the Performance Center. You had 2 tryouts, and then so after that, as far as your training goes, who was your trainer after your Performance Center after the Performance Center time that you spent there?
Oh yeah, so for me, I had multiple trainers. So I had a lot of people that, took me under their wings and like really showed me the ropes and what they know and, what they've accomplished and like helped me get to where I'm at today. One of those guys being Booker T. He was the first coach that I had, and he's been amazing, man. I can't really when it comes to Book, man, he's just going to tell you how it is.
Oh, yeah.
And then, that's just that's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've heard a lot of stories about
yeah.
people, book training people. Yeah,
And then after book, it literally went JJ Blake.
JJ Blake.
Yeah, shout out him.
Yeah, big shout out to JJ Blake, man.
Big shout out to JJ, man. That man has helped me, you know, outside of wrestling and in wrestling. You know, like he's been like a big brother to me throughout this whole process, and he's like helped me, you know, continuously helping me to this day. You know, wherever I go, you know, he's always in my best interest. And then after him is Devon. You know, I'm in Florida right now, so you know, Devon has been. Man, if you ever been to Devon's, just know that's a blow-up school.
All right, like, so to cut that off, I do have a clip of you. In the Devon Academy with another person from Rowe, another wrestler from Rowe, Nigel Creedon. Shout out to Big Nigel, man. I actually saw him at the Rowe games. Dude, when I tell you freak athlete, freak of nature, he is, man, he's one-on-one, I'll tell you that much.
For sure.
Let me, let's roll that video.
Light skin. Oh, light skin looking
Number
boy.
8 already.
Not that one, the next one. The other one. And yeah, man, like, so this is just a day in the life. You know what I'm saying? Dude, like I said, I covered the road game. I was just I love it. You know, I'm a gym junkie, so.
Man, goddamn, what is OBJ, his cousin, bro, he's still out to me.
Home there.
But it's just the rush of actually doing it, and if it does succeed, which we all pray that it does, if it does succeed, the fulfilling moment of it, like how would you feel in that moment
When it does succeed?
Yeah, when it does succeed.
And like everything I went through?
Yeah, everything you went to.
When you're the one.
Oh, yeah. So, man, blessings, man. You know, I really can't. You know, I try to look at life, you know, every day, rather if it's good or bad. I try to get up every day and really just, you know, thank him, number one. And then number two, like, I'm a dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm a spouse to somebody. You know, I'm more than just what I do. You know, I'm a son. I'm a brother. You know, I have cousins. You know, I have family. I have friends like y'all. Like, there's just so many blessings in that realm already. So it's just like, as long as I'm getting up and giving it my best, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, if it works out, it works out. Great. You know what I'm saying? I always have that saying, if it's not plan A, then it's plan A. It was, you know, I don't believe in plan B because I believe in like just, you know, this is just another stepping stone to get me to where I got to be. So I'll always be proud of my work. Nothing will ever shrink that. Nobody can, because I know I'm exactly where I need to be. So like anybody out there, you know, people always ask like, you know, what does it mean to be Samoan or Tongan or of any culture? You know, it gives you context of who you are. It gives you a place where you belong on this world, you know. And alongside with that, you know, you're a stepping stone and that there are those that came before you. You know, you're a placeholder. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's just my thing is that everything that I'm doing right now, dude, like, yeah, when it happens, oh, yeah, but that's just the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like when it does happen, it's like, man, it's just blessings, man, because there's so many other worse things going out in the world. You know, you got kids getting bombed on. You know, you got like, I can get up and just chase my dreams. I'm blessed. You know, there's nothing really that can beat that. So I try to look up every day when I get up, you know, if it's good or bad, I try to just be thankful. You know, there's people, like I said, like going through way worse crap than I'm going through. And this is for all wrestlers. You know, you got people who running marathons with one leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people who are blind doing
excuses.
You know what I mean? Like, what's
No
your
excuses.
excuse at the end of the day? So for me, it's like, you know, as long as I get to get up and chase this thing, it's a wrap.
Oh,
You know? So
yeah, okay.
definitely be proud.
I like that, man.
So because we touched on this before we started the pod, but I know you want to deep dive into this a little bit more. As far as the Samoan and Tongan bloodline, it's like one of the hottest things out right now. How do you want to distance yourself or distinguish yourself in it? Because you just don't want to be somebody that's just in the pack. You want to be ahead of the pack. You want to be that guy in the pack, or just make your own pack and your own.
Yeah. So, to answer that question, then yeah, we definitely talked about this before. Oh yeah, man. Hold on, let me sit up.
Yeah.
It's about to get real. No, but in all serious note, for me personally, like, you know, so a lot of people don't know, like, I'm Tongan and Samoan. So, what everybody is doing right now that's in the WWE, like, you know, Solo, the Usos, you know, and then Roman, and then now you got Tama Tonga and then Tongaloa. Dude, they're killing it, you know, and dude, they've been on that journey and that grind, so they know how it is. So shout out to them for paving the way for guys like me. So, but as far as things go for me, like, I don't want to be in the shadow of nobody. You know, I know when it comes down to it, like, I know I got what it takes, you know, and I'm not just a look. I'm more than a look. I'm somebody that's working on all aspects of my game. So for me, like, I really want to take this to the next level. Like, I don't want to be in the shadow of any Samoans. I don't want to be in the shadow of no bloodline. And not throwing shots at anybody, by all means, because I respect everything they've done. But I'm trying to literally, like, put Tongans on a map. Big T's, yes, sir. You know, put Tongans on a map to a whole nother level, to where it's like they're saying Toko, you know what I'm saying? And they putting up the T's for Tongans, and they actually know. They don't just look at a Tongan and be like, hey, what's up, Oos? You know, being like, oh, he's Samoan, you know what I'm saying? Nah, like, you know, I'm trying to put it to where it's like, yeah, Tongans is running this now. You know what I mean?
They do try to lump all y'all in one group.
Because they try to they try to put all of us, you know, in one basket. But people forget, and you know, if you understand the culture, like, people forget, man. Like, back in the day, like, way back in the day, bro. Like, Tongans and Samoans, dude, we went to war. We had great wars. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, it was a war, bro, for the longest time. And so for me, like, coming into storyline and coming into, like, you know, WWE, where, you know, storyline is very important, I feel like for me there's nothing more organic than that. And like, as I'm sitting back, I'm like, you know, that's what I want. What I really want out of this whole thing is, like, to put Tongans on a map on a whole nother level, to where it's just head and shoulders above everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be in this if I'm not number one. And I say that, and a lot of people say that. I be seeing people on this podcast and other podcasts, you know, they say that. You know what I'm saying? The same way you throw that is the same way you better be able to take it, because at the end of the day, it's like, true. I'm trying to take this on a whole nother level, like how The Rock was for the Samoan people and how Roman was for the Samoan people. You know, it trickled down to all them other guys, you know? But for me, it's like, not in a way to separate, but in the storyline to where it's like, dang, like, I didn't know that, but now I know, you know? So I'm trying to be, you know what I'm saying, the next Rock for the Tongan people. You know what I mean? And I say that, like.
And I appreciate that, and I have to ask for my own personal sanity, man. How often do you get the comparison to Roman? Because as I'm sitting here right now, and I'm looking at you, bro, with your hair back and everything like that, I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm talking to Roman right now. No disrespect, disrespect, but it's like, damn, bro, it's y'all, like, it's a strikingly similar, like, similarity that you guys have, and it's in a sense, it's like a star level. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I feel a presence. Right now, I feel a different presence right now. It's like you are like you would be that one for the family. So how often do you get that comparison to Roman as far as since you've been in the wrestling business?
Oh man, I get it a lot. You know, in the beginning of it, it was cool, but then now that I'm sick of it. Thing, you know
We're
what
all
I'm saying?
sick of it.
Oh,
They all know it. We all know it.
Yeah, y'all boys
Every
done did
single
it.
week, me and them boys
Nah, but
run
no, yeah,
across
I get
this
it.
world,
I get
we
it a
bust
lot. You
our
know,
ass.
and it just goes to show that you know, number one, it's like a compliment. So like I definitely take those. But no, it's not. For sure, yeah, I get it a lot. But at the same time, it's like now that where I'm at now, it's like I'm trying my best to do everything to where it's like I create my own look.
Yeah.
You know, because it's almost like a big brother and like a little brother. Like you have one that he's a senior, he played ball, he's a star. And you got the younger one coming up or something, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh, you run just like him. You look just like, you know.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like I'm doing everything in my game, my move sets, you know, the way I talk, the way I walk, the way I do everything, you know. Just try to get away from that. Because I do get that a lot, but
I figured you did. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I didn't know he gets that too much right now, man.
Yeah, man. But other than that, sure, it's cool. Big T's.
So speaking of big T's, you already know we're gonna get to Haku, one of the biggest T's.
Oh, yeah,
I know
the
growing up in
biggest.
growing up in my day,
man,
you know what I'm saying? He was that one. He was that dude. I want to shoot a picture of you and him, and that's Alpha as well. You know what I'm saying? Just how does that feel? Like just having that tree of knowledge
that you could pick from.
That you
as
could
far
pick
as,
from.
like anytime you needed it was something to give you a motivation or just
Dang.
inspiration for you to continue in this business, man.
Man, we're gonna give you gospel today,
Yeah.
man. We're gonna
Dang, man. No, shout out to them. You know, number one. Second to none. Like I said earlier, before we even started this thing, nobody knows our people like how we know each other. And I felt like I was in a direction in the beginning of my career to where I was just like, damn, I was just trying stuff. You know, I didn't know what to do. And when I ran into them for the first time at WXW, you know, shout out WXW, it was crazy. Like the advice that they're giving me and just like them like believing in me, them seeing me like, dang, like, you know, this is next. And when you get that type of information from, you know, not just to make it's not just a cultural thing, you know what I mean? It's what they've done in this business. You know, like they're giants. Like Haku, Alpha, and Sika, like all those guys are giants. So like, you know, the best advice I got for them, especially being a family man, you know, all that wrestling stuff is great, you know, cool. But like, you know, the best advice I got from them was when you go home, it's no longer your ring. It's your wife and kids' ring.
Yeah.
So from there, I was like, dang.
Yeah.
You know, that's he said, if there's anything I want you to take from us, and I mean it, you know, is that. And no, yeah, man, they given me the best advice, and I'm just so forever grateful just to be in their presence and just to be around them and to continuously like have conversations with them and to get their advice on things, and not just in wrestling, like I said, like just in life in general. But no, they've been a huge impact in my wrestling career, and you guys are going to see it tomorrow.
Speaking of tomorrow, man, my man debut first match tomorrow.
No
The
limits.
Walker, Texas Arena. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all always go out to Texas City, stop out. Reality of Wrestling, you're going to get you a great show. You're going to see
Every time.
great action.
Every time.
All that, man. And the atmosphere
Every
is
time.
always dope, man. It's like a second home for us at the
Yeah.
Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast. But I do want to throw a clip because you actually had an entrance in the last stand Rumble. So let's take a look at that. Get my man out there, man, throwing some action.
Number 8 already?
Oh my God!
It's HOKA, the Tongan troublemaker. Is that the reality of wrestling? Making his reality of wrestling debut, I believe, is HOKA, the
My
Tongan troublemaker.
Oh!
Right now, he's clearing house with those super kicks.
Yeah, exactly.
Sizing up.
Who's this big dude here?
Samoan drop from HOKA.
Impressive debut, but he's
He's
got to get someone up over the top.
If ain't nobody gonna put
He is
gas
a
on
physical specimen. We know a lot about him.
man.
His name gets there before he does.
I see talent.
The Tongan troublemaker.
He definitely got what it takes, bro.
And it's just
He definitely got what it takes. From the first time I seen,
it was at another show. Yeah, it was another show.
it was another show.
Yeah, it was another show.
But yeah, I seen you there, and I was just like, yeah, dude, he gonna be one of them ones. He just gotta put it together, just like everybody. They gotta put it together.
And it's timing. It's all about timing. Like you said, it's just when it's his time, when it's his time, and when that time comes, because it's gonna come, and it's just him showing up for it. So I'm looking forward to it. Definitely know you're gonna have a bright future, man. So,
Appreciate that, man.
I want to know. So you say you stay in Florida?
Yeah, Orlando.
Okay. So like how's the transition like whenever you come from Florida to Houston, and as far as and also as far as the family goes. So how do they kind of deal with it? Of course, and we talked before the show, twin girls.
Yeah, shout out them.
How do you deal with like being away from them whenever you have to travel and everything, man?
Oh man, in the beginning it was like they didn't really have any feelings. They're just like eat, sleep, and that's it. So lucky, good life, right? But no, now like that they're starting to get to like a place to where they're understanding like, oh he's leaving. They're starting to be tapped in with their emotions and stuff. Yeah, it's been, because I'm new to this fatherhood thing, so it gets hard sometimes, man.
I understand.
Like,
I understand, man. Daddy gotta go to work.
Yeah, it gets hard because like anybody who's doing this wrestling thing that has children, they'll tell you too, like, this is not my only job. I work. I work pretty much 2 jobs. And then it's like I gotta go to my regular job, and then after that hit the gym,
don't stop.
and then go to wrestling practice for 3 to 4 hours, and then come right back home. They already sleep, so it's just like. And then when I do have a show, it's like that's probably like the only time I get to like really see them. So like I'll see them for like a day or so. But yeah, it gets tough because it's like you want to see everything that they're doing and everything that they're growing at. And yeah, it's crazy, man. There's nothing like being a father, man. I will say that it's the best thing in the world.
We understand. We definitely understand. So yeah, that's cool, man. I always want to ask because I don't think we had anybody in here that had kids. I don't think. I may be wrong.
I may be wrong, but I can't really think.
Yeah, I may be wrong, but I was scrolling Instagram not the other day, and I was like, man, he got twin babies. I was like, man, I already know this got to be tough because I have a 2-year-old, so I'm already knowing. I hate being away from them too long, so I had to ask that, man.
Yeah, and it's just like having 2 at once.
Yeah,
like shout out to their mom.
Yeah,
at least for me, like at least I get to get out there and like. And I hate when people are like, even if you're not with your mom, baby mama or whatever, like you should always appreciate them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because it's like, for me, it's like, at least we get to get out here and like talk with people, do you know what I mean? Like, them, they had to stay at the crib, change the diaper again, feed them, so shout out to her, because it's like she holds it down. Like, while I get to go do, these things. We both carry different roles, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's like crazy with 2. Whew. Sometimes, it can get you, man. Like you don't want to kick out, you know what I'm saying? You're just over here like,
hell yeah, nah, I get it. I get it, man.
You know what? Let's kick that speed round. Let's kick them speed round, bro.
Oh.
We ain't did it in a while.
Yeah, it's been. I didn't have it pulled up. It's been a while, man. It's been so long since we did this. All right, so basically, it's the speed round. It's just me asking a couple of questions. You give me the first thing pop up in your head. It's usually one of those. It's not hard. It's nothing extra. But to start off, as far in the business, in your opinion, who is the greatest wrestler of all time?
Definitely Roman.
That's the first time I heard that.
Without a doubt,
that's the
like,
first time I heard
and everybody's probably gonna
It'd be like,
start
of
seeing
course,
this and be like, I'm like, man, shut up, because like at the end of the day, man, like that he GOAT. I looked at, like, especially today's day and age, you just gotta just look at it, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what
He put
he's
that company
done,
on his back,
in my
man.
opinion, what he's done, man, in the business is second to none, man.
It's crazy because a lot of people don't realize how many people he's elevated in this run.
Yeah,
in
because
that,
and
3-4 year run, a lot
that
of people
too.
don't understand how many people
they don't
elevated.
understand. Like
Yeah.
they just see like, and it's crazy because you watch his like documentary, but like that's not even like half of what really happened. Like nobody really knows. Like we only know what you see on TV.
Yeah.
So it's like the fact that he lifted up his whole entire family.
Yeah,
Like like he said in his documentary, like if it was just about him, he could have done this a long time ago, but because it was about the whole family, and the certain way that he wanted to do it, like bro, like that's a GOAT, man.
Yeah,
Like you brought your whole family up.
Everybody
and
came up.
Not only you just got one star, you got a bunch of stars now in your family. Like look at Jay.
Yeah, you put
Jay
Jay out
popping,
there,
man. He
Yeah,
had
Jay
France
popping.
lit.
bro.
He had France. If you did not watch
Yeah,
that, man, this man had
insane,
France
man.
lit. You got
Talk
people in France
Everybody
saying yeet. You have people in France saying Uso. Like they don't even know what Uso mean.
Right.
Probably. You know what I mean? They just
Even that
saying
language.
it. But like,
Waving lights,
Yeah.
man. That's like a concert.
yeah, so
Man,
it
it's
was
live,
it's
man.
crazy. That's why I feel like that's one of the many reasons why I feel like he the GOAT. Like, and it's how calm and collective he did it. Like most people, like if you know our culture with the tribal chief character that he did, bro, like he played that to the not even
To-
play it, bro.
he
He
did
was
that
him.
to the
Like he
T.
did that.
Yeah. He
Like-
fed the family. He fed
Yeah,
the
because
family.
like at the end of the day, even like he was healed with it. So you know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing in the islands, bro. You are not liked.
Oh,
You're pretty much
yeah, when
not
you're-
liked if you're a freaking
When you're on the top, you're
Yeah.
never
yeah.
like.
Nobody's
Like
gonna
so,
like
like
you.
he played that so well. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, not to like disregard what anybody else accomplished, but like he a GOAT, man. And that's fast. And he's not even. And I believe he's not even done yet. Like,
That's crazy.
That is
That's
crazy.
crazy to even say that. So okay. So obviously I know your favorite wrestler of all time. Currently in the business, outside of yourself, probably.
Currently?
but-
oh man, there's a few. Dang, y'all put me in the spot. Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna do one. Just one?
I give you top three.
Top
Yeah,
three.
top three, yeah.
Okay,
Throw that
cool.
out there, yeah.
Top three.
Drew McIntyre.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yo, I love.
He's on a run right now. Yeah, he
Hey,
is on a run right
That's
now.
a dog.
I'm glad they brought this. I'm glad they brought this side of him out. But
Yeah, like, he's a
this
dog,
is
man.
different right now. I like this. Drew.
Definitely Drew McIntyre. Like I said, most people are probably gonna be like, "What the heck is he talking about?" Dude, Logan Paul.
Nah,
No,
I give you
for as far as celebrity
Like-
goes, that people that come from outside of the business into
Fam.
it, he adapted.
and let me ask you a question.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Has he had a bad match yet?
No.
That's
That's
what
the
I'm trying to tell you.
craziest
That's
part.
what I'm trying to tell you, shoot.
Y'all gotta listen. Like,
Yeah.
this man doesn't have to do this.
No, he don't.
And like what we do is not easy. Don't do this at home. I promise you, you're not gonna feel good.
I believe me. I done did it. I done did it.
He make it
Like,
look easy.
this
He make
man,
it
like-
he been doing it for years.
Y'all seen that clip that he saved Rey Mysterio?
Yeah. When he caught him, he caught
Do you
him.
know the
and
type
almo-
of hips that you have to just catch somebody like that? That's insane.
A whole nother grown man.
So like, shout out to him because he don't even have to do this. He has millions of dollars already, but he's doing it because he loves it, and he's killing it, man. He
Yeah,
really
big
a
shout out to
natural
Logan
for
Paul
real.
on that one.
So yeah, so go him, and the last one, I have to go with Solo, man.
Nah, Solo.
holding
man. Hey,
his
shout
Man.
out, big bro. Solo, man. What he's done, like, what most people don't understand, like, they just think like, oh, he just came up. Nah, bro. What he has done within 9 months. 9 months, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like to be like Devon talks about it all the time. I practice to be in front of that crowd, even if you're just talking like this. The pressure, the lights, you know what I mean? You got to be able to handle that. Dude, I don't think I've seen, and trust me, I've been doing my homework, you know what I mean? I've been watching a lot of old stuff till now. I don't think I've seen anybody handle it better than what Solo's doing right now, man. That dude is just different. Yeah. In the ring, out the ring, and like, well, most people don't know that dude can cut promos.
Yeah.
I think I think that was the hardest part probably for him was like, he had to just stay quiet. But now I feel like in the role he is now, like I feel like he's gonna show people a whole nother side of him that
I've seen a few of his FSW stuff.
Yeah, before
he got the
WWE,
WWE. I seen a lot of that.
So definitely them.
Okay. So next one. Favorite female wrestler currently and of all time.
Oh man. I'll have to say Bianca.
Okay. So that's
Both,
that's
though.
both?
Both.
That's for both?
Yes.
Right,
I feel it.
fair enough.
I feel like
I'm always with that. I'm not mad
I
at that
feel
at
like
all.
what she's done, and like now that I'm like understanding like more of like female wrestling, and like just like, you know, you gotta remember like everybody thought wrestling they just want to watch the guys. Bro, if I'm a fan, I'm trying to go see Bianca.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to go
put
see
on
her
bangers.
do people.
She had a crazy WrestleMania run. People don't
Yeah.
really realize.
She's still undefeated at
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
I just want to say, yeah.
She's still undefeated at WrestleMania.
I'm just saying with a
so-
championship though.
Yeah, she's either won a championship or retained a championship at WrestleMania. She's
Every year
she's
except for this
she's-
year because she had the sides. Yeah.
Yeah, she decided to do the 6-woman match,
Yeah.
but she's undefeated at WrestleMania. I appreciate her, especially for our people. I love it. I love it because it's a representation for the little girls out there, our little girls out there that be like, hey, I can go do that and have and really don't have no doubt in themselves. So I love it. I appreciate it. I thank you for answering that one.
I had, bro. She's second to none, man. I'm just gonna say it just like that.
Nah, that's
she
real.
is second. Like, and you can disagree with me. I don't give a damn. Because
of course, you got.
She probably
disagree,
benched
but
more
I understand.
than all you guys that disagree with me. Anyways,
Dead ass.
not what she done for WWE, but like what she's done for like the culture, you guys' culture. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing, man. Yeah. She never leaves that out.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot of guts, bro.
I appreciate the hell out of for that, man. I do. So next one, favorite high flyer currently and all time.
Dang.
And you can have one answer, the same thing you did with Bianca. You could have one answer if you want to.
High flyer. Dang, that's tough. That's tough. I gotta hear your guys' first though. Hold on, man.
You want to go first? I go first. My current high flyer is gonna be Ricochet. All time.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's gonna be. I got a tie. It's Rey Mysterio or Jeff Hardy.
I give you that.
Yeah, it's Rey Mysterio, Jeff Hardy all time. Currently, it's Ricochet.
I'm finna throw you off, but you might rock with it though. I'm gonna say Ricochet for current because ain't nobody doing Ricochet doing right now.
Outside of the other guy, that's
bro. Like I said, when I seen him jump over the rope, land in the ring, and was like literally like this with him and Velveteen, I was like, yeah, he different. He's different. But nah, all time, the Juice. Hoovy, fam.
Oh,
Hoovy, bro. 450.
I don't know how I forgot about him. Yeah, I said,
bro, Hoovy was the dude.
And him in this series of matches with Ray.
If you smell what the Juice is cooking,
Those
that rock Hoovy was funny as ever.
Because he did come out with he came out with the shirts and everything too. That's wild. That's wild.
Okay, yeah. You know what, man? Because it's like a tie between Rey Mysterio and Ricochet, if I'm being honest with you.
No, that's not bad. Either or, you can't go wrong with either one.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to say Rey.
Hey man,
Like current and all time.
Yeah.
And the reason why, like, bro, for you to be how old is he?
He's pushing 50.
Yeah, he pushed
If I'm please correct me in the comments if y'all want to, but I feel like he's pushing 50, but he's still moving like he in his 20s. He's moving like he's still in his 20s.
Man, when I'm 50, I ain't jumping like that. What is you talking about? I don't know what is in this man's blood.
He's been doing it since he was 16, so I already know. So he on the move.
Yeah. Man, we need that. Hey, Ray, what's your tips? We gotta get that.
Yeah, man. Look, I need whatever you on, bro, because I need that. I'm trying to something. Okay, so next one, technical wrestling. Your favorite technical wrestler currently?
Seth.
All time.
Ooh.
Seth. Both.
Ooh.
Both? Hey.
Woo. I give him that.
My dog.
I give him that.
Seth.
I give him that.
I would
freaking Rollins, baby.
I would die on the hill of saying Seth Rollins is the greatest indie wrestler of all time. I would die on that hill.
I give that.
I would die on that hill to come out of
accomplishment. Just off accomplishments alone, I get it.
He's the greatest indie wrestler of all. Greatest wrestler to come out the indies of all time.
Let me like when I watch like technical stuff. This man's second to none, man. And like when you're a guy that's trying to get in WWE, when I was there, like doing my tryouts, the biggest thing they harp on is footwork. And then and then on top of that, like when you throw your lines and stuff, make sure it looks real. You know, this is not ballet. But then when I go back and I watch Seth Rollins wrestle, bro, damn, doggo. Like it's almost like it's there. Like we live in a day and age to where you can just watch it and you just go to the ring and you practice it, right? Mm-hmm. Like Seth, like his footwork, just everything, like his ring awareness, and yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's different, man. I knew I was gonna love that answer. I loved it. I love it. So next one, favorite tag teams currently, all time.
Hey, man.
And I hope I don't get you in no trouble with this.
I'll give you a top three. I'll give you a top three.
You got to give me top three. You got to give me top three. Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm about to get
I don't want you to get no trouble behind
Yeah.
You might get in trouble by the top three. We're in no order. No order.
Right,
We ain't gonna say no order.
No specific order.
Okay, so, all right. Dang, y'all put me in the spot. There's so many great tag teams, man. There's so many greats.
How you think we feel? We got to go through this a lot.
Yeah.
People ask us this all the time.
Yeah, man. You can tell I'm a rookie at this. The Dudleys.
It had to be one.
I was just going to say that had to be one. You walk in the man's facility alive.
Time out. Big T's. T's out. No, but like
one of the greatest.
Yeah,
dude, like
most
you just
decorated tag team of all time.
It's crazy, like just to be even in his presence, you know. Number one, so shout out to Coach Devon. But yeah, definitely those guys, and I'll tell you why. For those guys, number one, Devon, nobody, in my opinion, Devon can sell, bro. Yeah. Nobody sells. Like if you go back,
that Twitch.
If you go back and watch Devon sell, like in my opinion, like I haven't seen nobody sell better than that. Like I'm being dead serious. Like I'm not even like putting him over like that just because he's my coach. I'm literally like, go watch Devon sell.
Like you said, it's that Twitch.
Yeah.
It's that Twitch, bro. That Twitch is everything.
That gets me every time because I'm like, he's selling the hell out of this move.
And then alongside with that, then yeah, Bubba. He is crazy, man. You want to talk about crazy white boys? He is him.
So wait, so has he been there? Has he been there at the training facility when you?
No, I'm grateful he hasn't been there. I've heard the stories.
I heard
he's crazy.
I heard he don't be holding back.
He don't be holding back, you know. But no, like just to do like everything. Everybody talks about like, you know, what is your thing? You know, for like currently right now, you see the bloodline. They're the ones. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you see everybody else doing their own thing. And like them, like they got something that's like the tables, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's like, you know what, we just want to be smashing people through these tables. Let's do that. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like, and they in the fashion that they did it, you know, and like It's crazy. Yeah, so definitely them.
Everybody got it.
Yeah, everybody got it.
Yeah,
Fine.
Everybody got it. Women. Like I seen
Short people, all that.
I see them
Everybody
guys
gets
put a woman through a table, and I was like, did she
Hey,
steal
shout
something,
out
bro?
to Mae Young, man.
Rest in
Shout-
peace, Mae Young.
Shout out
that's-
to Mae
yeah.
Young,
That's
bro.
one
She
bad
was
woman
a
right there.
cold piece, boy.
That's
took
one bad
that.
woman right there, man. She took that.
How old was she at that time?
Like 60, 70.
yeah, dude. It's like, bro.
At least 60, 70.
Yeah,
She taking those bumps
Rest
like
in love,
that,
man.
man. Rest in
Respect,
paradise, Miss
man.
Mae Young. Yeah.
Respect.
So
Man.
them, right? So it goes them, and then I had to go with. I can't throw the Hardys out there either, bro.
All right. They did change. They did change the
Yeah.
game up
The
with
time that
them
they
too.
did it. But I had to say currently, like my current favorite tag. Well, they used to be a tag, but then they did the thing. I was just kidding. Nah, but definitely like what the Usos have done, and I may be a little biased because our cultures and whatnot. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I gotta take that back.
Nah, bro, they reinvented themselves.
Yeah,
Like
They did, yeah.
triple time, and
Man,
it always worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From when they started to when they got the face paint to what they doing now.
Penitentiary,
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
nah.
that's-
literally, like-
they-
Yeah, bro, they won.
And it
They're
worked.
one team that just reinvented themselves, and it always popped.
That's
It
what I'm
always
saying.
hit.
That's why I said I had to take that back, like to when they started, like the first time, like it's crazy, man.
Even
They
when
went
they
from
was
that,
in row. Yeah.
yeah,
in a
like,
row, yeah.
and they used a lot. Now that I've seen like just a little bit of road stuff because they don't have like much of it on YouTube and stuff, but like I seen a little bit of the road stuff, and I seen like then they even use some of those like style, like how they put into their like the way they looked and stuff. They put it into like what they're doing now, and it's cool to see. So like, but I want to name one more just cause the Street Profits.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to Ted, bro.
Man.
I rock with Ted, bro.
Yeah, and I rock with
Doc.
I rock with Dawkins too,
but
man.
it's just Ted's so smooth with it, bro. Ted,
Yeah.
Ted's, bro.
He
When I tell you his athleticism and just looking, like I said, I always say he remind me of a young book, low lie.
And
Just the
fact-
athleticism part of
Yeah.
it, bro.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And then now he like got the
Getting
physique
size
and
on him,
everything
yeah.
now, so it's like, yeah, nah, bro.
to be that tall and like to do the things that he do
With the
and
bunnies he got.
especially with his boy.
Insane.
Like his boy athletic.
Dawkins, yeah,
He's,
Dawkins,
he's
dog.
deceptively athletic.
Dawkins
man.
is a
And
dog.
I've been watching him since that first go around the NXT, man, and he's been the same. And he came a long way.
Anybody that put down Braun Strowman, fam. I'm
Yeah, he truck stick
listen,
that boy.
man. Hey, Dawkins is a dog.
Yeah.
Like
I believe it.
that dude.
I
Dog.
believe
So,
it.
Yeah.
And go Bengals. Well, I'm kidding. He's a
stop
Bengals
playing
fan.
yeah.
I don't need
You
him-
like getting
I don't
on
need
our-
him-
you like
I don't
getting
need him
on
pulling
people's
up
nerves,
on
boy.
me, man. I don't need him pulling up on me behind that, man. It's all good. My bad, dog. But the Bengals still trash. Anyway, favorite manager currently all time.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I already know you gonna say
the wise
I already know
man.
you
Say
gonna
it.
say the wise
Say
man.
it, man.
It's the wise man,
Wise
bro.
Come on, man.
I kind of knew the answer to that already
Paul
because
Heyman,
that's pretty much everybody's
You know-
answer right now.
But you gotta realize, bro, the like we talk about like people talk about the Heenan effect and how Heenan used to have boy, but that Paul Heyman, bro, Heyman,
He's had champions every time.
anybody he touch is gold. And I'll even go to when he had Cesaro. I just felt like they didn't push Cesaro like how they should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the time, and then at the time, Brock had came back, so like, yeah, you're not.
Yeah, we're going back to Brock.
We're going back to Brock. But
Yeah.
anybody that he touched is just gold, bro. If you align yourself with Paul Heyman, fam, you is probably gonna have a live championship run at some point, bro. It is what it is, bro.
Pretty much
he
have
really
a
the
decent
GOAT, bro.
career at that point.
He
That
the
man,
GOAT, bro.
He a GOAT. And the reason I say it, man, is because, like, he's just always, like, he's not concerned of what's been done, you know? He's going to digest that later. He's concerned with what's to come. And, like, one of the things that I've loved that he's always said is that, you know, what you do today is going to determine if you're going to get to the dance tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, like,
It's true.
he's just he's just the GOAT, man. Shout out him. Like,
All right, so and before the time runs out on us, two more. If you had the choice, would you rather be a heel or a babyface?
both.
Tweener, gotcha. No, that's fair. That's fair.
But like as of just like right now,
Yeah.
as of right now, babyface.
Okay. Okay. And then last one, most underrated. Most underrated wrestler currently and all time.
Can I do women and men?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start with the women. I feel like the most underrated. Dang, I feel like there's a lot.
It is. I'm pretty sure it is.
You put the men and women pressure on yourself.
It is.
No, I'm just saying like with the women, like I feel like there's like a lot of like underrated.
It is. It's a lot of underrated women in the business. It is.
I'll have to say, Kaden Carter and Casey.
Okay.
They came from NXT.
I do like that. I like that.
I like that one.
Life for the party, I'll say them because, they just different. They're not doing what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
So them, and then of all time, I can't go way back. I don't know. No, but when it goes to the men, I'll probably say most underrated. Dang. Y'all answer that first.
Men-wise, I'm always say Cesaro. I'm always rock with Cesaro. He's like, until this day, he's still not getting done right. But that's we'll have to have another part. We'll have to get with the group to discuss that one.
Yeah, that's the homies.
We don't have enough time for me to talk about that one.
I'll probably say him too. To be
Then
honest,
for me, all time, I have it answered here. It's Christian. He should have been Christian Cage. Either company, AEW, WWE. He should have been in. He should be in the. Should have been. Well, now he's in the main event picture, but WWE he should have been in the main event picture way more
than the back end of his career.
Yeah.
I feel that too.
I feel that.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Who you got?
I agree with yours though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Both. I agree with both of them.
I agree with them too.
Yeah, because I still to this day say Cesaro deserves. Well, I'm sorry, Claudio Castagnoli deserves better. He deserves so much better than what he's doing right now. So he should be at least in the world title picture in either company. He should be in the world title picture. I just don't like the way he's being handled. That's all.
Hey man.
Yeah, that's
it is what it is.
It's the business.
Yeah, it's the business. Yeah.
But man, it was a great show, you guys. Thank you again.
We appreciate you, man. We greatly appreciate you coming in.
Go ahead and get those social media handles, those everything.
Let everybody know where they follow you.
Yeah. So Instagram, the Tongan Troublemaker HOKA, and then Twitter is all the same. So the Tongan Troublemaker HOKA, King HOKA. Yeah. So go ahead, tap in with that. And stay tuned for tomorrow, man. It's gonna be a movie.
Yeah, make sure y'all tune in to Reality Wrestling whenever they drop the episode, man.
Or just pull up tomorrow, man, at the Walker Texas Arena.
Out there in Texas City, baby. You already know what time it is, man. Once again, we thank y'all for joining the Tag Champs podcast, part of the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network. And once again, you already know my name, man. It's the Beige Bomber, the Petty Messiah, your boy, Corey Jarrett in the building.
Before we get up out of here, one more. Big T's, baby. Big T's.
Yeah.
Big T's. Y'all know my name, man.
Baby.
I already know what time it is, man.
Don't watch me.
Watch Dynamite TV, Guru Dynamite in the building. I was gonna say it, but you came in. You threw the law. I had to.
Yeah. You already know what time it is, man. Yeah. Once again, man, thank y'all for joining us, and we are out.